FC Barcelona are dominating the headlines once again, and this time the updates are massive both on and off the pitch. From a 19-year-old La Masia goalkeeper impressing on loan and pushing for a first-team role next season, to Bayern Munich eyeing Frenkie de Jong as part of a major midfield rebuild under Vincent Kompany, the transfer rumors are heating up fast. On top of that, Barcelona have received a huge boost ahead of the Espanyol derby, with Lamine Yamal returning to full training just in time for a crucial run of fixtures, including the Spanish Super Cup. So what's really going on behind the scenes at Camp Nou? Is a new goalkeeper rising for the future? Should Barca worry about Bayern's interest in de Jong? And how important is Yamal's return for Hansi Flick's plans? Let's break down all the latest Barcelona news, transfers and team updates you need to know right now. 19-year-old Barcelona loanee could earn first-team spot next season if progress continues, a report. The goalkeeper Aaron Yakobishvili is one of the players that FC Barcelona have away on loan for this season. The 19-year-old shotstopper is playing for La Liga high-promotion side FC Andorra, having joined them last summer on a season-long loan. According to Mundo Deportivo, the Blaugranes are keeping a close eye on the young goalkeeper, and so far they have got very good reports on him. Yakobishvili has started 14 of Andorra's 18 matches and currently boasts the highest save percentage in the league at 78.6%. He also ranks third in shots stopped per game with 3.93, trailing only Pedro Lopez of Ceuta and Esteban Andrada of Zaragoza. His consistent performances have impressed Barcelona, and the club is reportedly considering him as a potential option for the first team next season if he maintains this level. The young goalkeeper's journey has been marked by careful planning and strong development. He rose through Barcelona's academy after joining La Masia from Athletic Sant-Just and became a key player for Juliano Belletti's Juvenile A team last season. In early 2025 he changed agencies and signed with Pini Zahavi, but ultimately renewed his contract with Barcelona until 2028 before going on loan to Andorra. With Marc-André ter Stegen's future at the club still uncertain, Wojciech Szczesny under contract until 2027, and Joan Garcia established as the main goalkeeper for the present and future, Barcelona are carefully nurturing Yakobishvili's development. His progress at FC Andorra is being closely monitored, and the reports reaching Camp Nou suggest that he could emerge as a viable first-team backup goalkeeper in the near future. Bayern Munich target Barcelona midfield star to reshape midfield under Kompany, who report. FC Barcelona have one of the most competitive squads in Europe this season, and the midfield is one area of the team where the competition is perhaps the most cutthroat. Pedri has been playing at a world-class level for several months now and has proven his credentials as one of the best players in his position. Similarly, Frenkie de Jong, who usually accompanies the Canarian in the starting lineup, has also been playing at a very high level. In fact, the Dutchman's performances are also naturally attracting the attention of other big clubs from around Europe. This is apparent from a report from Fischages, which claims that Bayern Munich have identified de Jong as a priority target as they plan a significant midfield overhaul under Vincent Kompany. The German champions are preparing a €50 million offer as they look to reshape their engine room following the expected departure of Leon Goretzka. Kompany sees the Dutchman as the ideal profile to bring control, authority, and clean progression from deep, potentially forming a high-level partnership with Joshua Kimmich at the base of midfield. At 28, de Jong is viewed in Munich as a player entering his prime, capable of leading transitions in a highly attacking setup while also allowing for elite rotation with Alexander Pavlovic across a demanding season. Bayern are keen to act decisively and close the operation early, aware that interest from other top clubs could drive the price up later in the summer after the FIFA World Cup. From Barcelona's point of view, however, this story carries very little weight at present. Despite ongoing financial difficulties and the clear need to raise funds to reinforce three priority positions, namely centre-back, the full-back areas and a centre-forward, the Catalan club is not expected to entertain any move to part ways with Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong only signed a new contract a few months ago, committing his future to Barcelona until 2029, and both the coaching staff and the sporting directors see him as a central figure in the club's long-term plans. Because of that, a €50 million bid would not even be enough to spark internal talks. The midfielder himself has made it clear on several occasions that he is happy at Barca and wants to stay for many more years, which makes the current rumors look more like speculation than a serious transfer scenario. Even though in football, nothing can ever be completely ruled out. There is, however, a tactical nuance worth noting. Since the defeat against Chelsea, Hansi Flick publicly promised improvements, and in the games that followed, de Jong has not consistently featured at the base of midfield alongside Pedri. In recent games, Flick often preferred Eric Garcia in the defensive midfield role, while using De Jong from the bench in a more advanced position. This has raised some questions, but given the Dutchman's quality, it should not take long for him to re-establish himself as a regular starter. If that situation were to stagnate over time, uncertainties could naturally emerge. For now though, one thing is clear: Frenkie de Jong is not for sale, and this supposed Bayern interest remains firmly in the realm of speculation. Major boost for Barcelona as superstar forward returns to training ahead of Espanyol clash. Barcelona have received a timely boost ahead of the Catalan derby, with positive news emerging from the training ground just hours before the clash against Espanyol. After minor concern earlier in the week, clarity is now starting to emerge regarding one of the team's most important attacking players. As revealed by journalist Alfredo Martinez, Lamine Yamal trained normally with the group on Friday, putting to rest doubts about his availability for the derby. The young forward had raised eyebrows after missing the previous day's session, but his return to full training suggests Barcelona are confident about his condition. What happened to Lamine Yamal? Barcelona's first team carried out their final training session before the derby at the Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper, as preparations intensified for the first competitive match of the year. Meanwhile, Yamal trained alongside his teammates without restrictions after feeling unwell on New Year's Day. His presence was one of the key talking points of the session, especially given that he did not train with the group the previous day. Notably, although the academy graduate did arrive at the club's facilities on Thursday, he left shortly afterwards and was unable to take part in the collective work led by Hansi Flick. Flick, however, was able to count on almost his entire squad during Friday's session. The only absentees were long-term injured players Andreas Christensen and Gavi, both of whom remained sidelined for an extended period. Aside from those two, the German coach had all other players available, a rare luxury at this stage of the season. Beyond the Espanyol match, Barcelona's schedule remains demanding. Following the derby, the Catalan Giants are set to travel to Saudi Arabia for the Spanish Super Cup, where they will face Athletic Club in the semi-final on January 7th in Jeddah. For now, the signs are encouraging. Yamal is back in training, Barcelona are close to full strength, and Flick will be hoping that the young winger is ready to play his part in a crucial run of fixtures. Barcelona relief as key forward returns to group training ahead of Espanyol clash. FC Barcelona are going to start 2026 in memorable fashion, as their very first game of the new year is going to be a derby against RCD Espanyol. The Blaugrana team has been training for this game for quite some time now and held their final session ahead of this match today. Barcelona trained again on Thursday, the first session of the new year, but Lamine Yamal was absent after feeling unwell and unable to take part. According to Mundo Deportivo, the situation has now been resolved, with the young winger returning to training today and completing the session normally alongside his teammates. With Yamal's return, Hansi Flick has all of his players available for the upcoming derby, barring the two long-term absences, Andreas Christensen and Gavi. Ronald Araujo and Dani Olmo also participated in this training session, even though it is not yet clear whether they will be playing in this upcoming game. Similarly, Pedri and Jules Kounde are also back to availability, and hopefully will be able to help Barcelona start the new year with a win against their city rivals. So there you have it, another packed update showing just how busy Barcelona's present and future really are. With Aaron Yakobishvili continuing to shine on loan, the club may already have a solution for their goalkeeping depth. At the same time, Frenkie de Jong remains untouchable, despite growing interest from Bayern Munich, as Hansi Flick continues to shape his midfield. And perhaps most importantly, Lamine Yamal's return to training couldn't have come at a better time, giving Barca a massive boost ahead of the Espanyol derby and the Spanish Super Cup. What do you think? Should Yakobishvili be promoted to the first team next season? Would you ever consider selling de Jong for the right price? And will Yamal start against Espanyol? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash the like button, and subscribe for daily Barcelona news, transfer updates, and breaking stories. Thanks for watching, and Visca Barca!